Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So today's video, we are going to talk about concealers, and I'm going to show you guys the concealers that I have, the concealers that I use. Forgive me, my wig is just not cooperating today. So concealers, the good, the bad, the ugly. I know people use concealers for many of things. You can use it to do what it's for, concealing stuff. People use them to contour, to highlight, to cut creases, to color parts in their wigs. There are several things you can do with your concealers. I am not the queen of contour. I'm working on it. I did darken my forehead a little bit, but let's jump right into it. So first up, we're gonna go through my favorite, probably my favorite thing out of all the concealers that I have, the Jeffree Star Magic Concealers, and this packaging is everything. So I have mines in the colors C23 and C25. I brought these while I was in Vegas at the Morphe store. I love these. I love the applicator on them. So you can see there's a little hole in it. So this one is C25. And this line is actually pretty diverse when it comes to color shades. And he does have a white, like an all white concealer, and then he has a green and a peach color corrector, which is really dope. So this is what they look like. I noticed I'm one of those people, I don't tend to always buy my concealers either extremely light or extremely dark. Like, I have a few and we'll get into that, but I tend to buy my concealers either my exact shade or close to it. So like C25 I use when I'm out in the sun and I get darker, so like that would be my summer concealer, and C23 is my year round. So, and I like the way this doesn't dry down so quick, so you can actually put it on, go do whatever else you need to do, and then you can come back to it and blend it out. Like, it doesn't dry down like that. Like, I hate concealers that dry down so fast. Like, it sucks. Next up, the go-tos that I've been using a lot lately, the beauty blenders. So I have the colors 4.30 warm deep amber and 4.45 neutral deep bronze. Again, so I told you guys before, I love this because of the applicator. The applicator is an actual beauty blender, which is genius. And this concealer, smooth, like, oh, if you get this when outside opens back up, get this. So this one is the 4.30. You can see how light that is. And the only thing with this, I feel it's not a lot of product in here. I will put how many ounces in that because I don't feel it's a lot. Like, I feel like I'm blowing through this concealer already because I live for full coverage. And then this is the 445. I live for full coverage. So like, I'll use this and not put foundation on because it will cover damn near any and everything. Amazing. Next up is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer from good old ColourPop. This is in the color dark 170 neutral. I don't hate it. I don't go crazy for it. The applicator I really don't care too much for because it's very flimsy. And this is it right here. So again, you can see this one is really light. Usually when I blend this out, it blends pretty well. It blends pretty good actually. So let me not even try to shade ColourPop like that. But I use this more so as a eyeshadow primer, and I will highlight under my under eye. Now for 3 concealers that I have that I don't really use. It's terrible because you guys know I love Maybelline products, but I don't know what I was thinking when I brought these. So I have the Fit Me concealers in the colors 45 and 35, which both are extremely way too light for me. But again, you can always use your concealers if they're too light as a highlight or as an eyeshadow base. So it's not a complete and utter loss. So here are the 2 Maybelline ones. So back to the ColourPop one for a second. The ColourPop one also doesn't dry down as fast as some concealers are. Like, I know some people hate concealers that dry down too fast because you can't blend it out fast enough or you can't set it fast enough, which is never a good thing. And then I also have the Age Rewind concealer, which I didn't hate it, but I just don't use it. And this is in the color Caramel. I love this applicator though, like this little fuzzy thing right here. So it's one of those click things, and it comes out. So I feel like this is a mess proof concealer, but then look at how that went on, and it's dry already. So I don't care for it too much. All right, next up are these are the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealers. And then you can see how these are close to my complexion and or darker. So I have the colors 0.75, 0.8.2, and 0.8.6. So let's give these a little swatchy swatch. Applicator is very basic doe foot. Nothing crazy. And I not crazy over these either. Do they work? Yes. I feel that they do dry a little quick as well, but when I needed to kind of contour a little bit, they came through clutch. So this is the 3 NYX. All right, now the bulk of the concealers that I have are from e.l.f. e.l.f. had put out their concealers, their camel concealers, which the world went crazy for because they were so affordable. Like, we live for an affordable concealer. Like, I think these might be the cheapest concealers that I have. So you can see. And I'm going to explain why one has a different color top than the others. So all of the black top ones, these were from the original collection, and these are all mattifying. So let's go down what I have. And I love these. These are actually very good dupes for the Fenty concealer. I do not own the Fenty concealer, unfortunately. I've considered buying it. I might buy it once I can go back into Sephora. If I decide I want to give Sephora any of my money. Choices. Alright, so I'm going to go with this one first. This is in the color Light Peach. And the applicator is really big, so a little goes a long way. The applicator actually looks like the Tarte Shape Tape. concealer. This one is the color Deep Chestnut. And these two, you have a little leadway when it comes to blending time, drying time, setting time. This is in the color Deep Olive. And we commend e.l.f. for the diversity in these concealers, because you know some of these lines y'all played yourselves with not having enough dark colors. Wasn't very chocolate girl friendly. You know who you are. This one is the color Rich Chocolate. I actually have that on. And this last one I have on as well. I think this is the darkest or the second darkest out of these concealers. This is in the color Rich Ebony. I think this is the darkest one that they have. And I brought this solely for contouring purposes because I know it was way too dark. So these are the color of the e.l.f. concealers. And then the white top one, they decided to make a hydrating one. The hydrating one doesn't have as many colors. I guess it's still a work in progress, but it's not a lot of color, dark color choices for this. So this one is in the color Deep Cinnamon. So let's see so far what has dried down. So the Jeffree Star concealers did dry down. The Beauty Blender ones are still a little wet, but they're coming along. The Maybelline ones dried down. The NYX ones are still kind of getting there. And you can see the e.l.f. Like I said, we just put the e.l.f. on, so that's going to take a minute to dry. But if you're looking for good concealers, those are my go-to. I would recommend them. Sorry, gloss moment. Gloss moment. Okay, we're back. But if you're looking for good, affordable concealers, I want to say with the exception of the Jeffree Star and the Beauty Blenders, those are probably the priciest concealers I have on hand right now, and the cheapest, like I said, would be the e.l.f. The NYX ones were pretty cheap too. I think they were like $7, $8. And the Maybelline ones, the two Fit Me, I believe, were like $8, and the Age Rewind was probably like $9. So like drugstore concealers rock. I think that's really all the concealers that I own. And I pretty much, with the exception of the Maybelline, I use all of them if I can when necessary. I try to give everybody their equal shine, but of course my go-to is always the e.l.f. ones. My Jeffree Star, I try to use that as little as I can now because I am running low. But I've had these Jeffree Star concealers now about 7 or 8 months, and it's worth it. The price point, it's definitely worth it. So if you're willing to, if you want to start using concealers, I would recommend starting out with the e.l.f. ones first, so you can get the feel of concealers and play around to see what concealers you like. And then once you're comfortable with it, go up to your Beauty Blender, go up to your Jeffree Star, go up to your Shape Tape. I have never used Shape Tape. I've swatched it. Again, Shape Tape was another one that y'all played yourselves with that color range. Y'all fixed it, but when y'all first put it out, y'all played yourselves, and y'all know y'all played yourselves. And it's okay though. It's okay. But e.l.f. is a good start, and Jeffree Star for higher end is a good start. So, and ColourPop's color range for chocolate girls is actually pretty good too. So I would say if I had to rank where to start, Elf, ColourPop, Jeffree Star, NYX Beauty Blender, because Beauty Blender is probably pretty pricey, and they can, you go to Sephora, you know, they don't have all the Chocolate Girl concealers out, so it's a struggle to find it. But once you find it, you're good. You are good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is another installment in my favorite products playlist. I think that the next video will be a highlighter video, because y'all know your girl loves, I love a good highlight. I stand for a good highlight. So we'll see. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.